just not worth it.
Number 10. What would you do if you were omnipotent for a day?
If I were omnipotent for a day, I would want world peace, no more hunger, good things for the rainforest, and bigger boobs.
If you had unlimited power for a day, what would you do? Do your plans align with Phoebe's? Or perhaps you think more like Chandler?
If I were omnipotent for a day, I'd make myself omnipotent forever.
Maybe your dreams are entirely different. It's a fun discussion that many of us probably had with our friends at some point. However, we can't imagine too many responding like Joey.
Hey, if little Joey's dead, then I got no reason to live.
What could be so awful about being all-powerful? Our young selves exclaimed. However, in adulthood, we realized that omnipotent sounds a lot like another word. And given Joey's active personal life, we can see why he'd be devastated. Hilariously, Ross's attempt to clear things up also backfires.
Joey, omnipotent.
You are?
Number 9. This dry cleaner isn't a fan of Air Force One. In season 6, Joey's determined to get his photo back on the wall at his local dry cleaners after landing the leading role in Mac and Cheese.
Okay, maybe this will jog your memory, huh? Huh? Okay, anyway, I'm ready to go back up on the wall. I'm the star of a new TV show.
Only, the dry cleaner is offended by the show's characterization of Russians and refuses. Joey points out that Harrison Ford made the wall even though his film, Air Force One, has a similarly negative depiction. This prompts the dry cleaner to respond.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you should. It's great.
But this joke is more nuanced than we initially realized, since the actor Ilya Volok is in the movie and plays a bad guy. To be fair, we don't see his photo on the wall either.
Get out!
Well, we should go.
Number 8. Ross's Norma Rae moment.
My idea of a vacation does not involve something sucking on my nipples until they are raw.
Clearly, you've never been to Sandals Paradise Island.
Rachel starts feeling a little insecure and jealous after meeting Gavin, who's been filling in for her while she's been on maternity leave. She tells Ross a lie about why she needs to return to work immediately, but he gets so angry that she has no choice but to come clean almost instantly.
My maternity leave just ended. They told me that if I didn't come back today, they were gonna fire me.
What? No, that's illegal. I'm gonna have the labor department down here so fast they won't
All right, calm down, Norma Rae.
She calls him Norma Rae in a nod to the 1979 movie starring Sally Field. In it, the titular character joins a trade union to combat the poor working conditions at her factory job.
I want life to be better for you than it is for me. That's why I joined up with the union, and that's why I got fired for it.
It's not exactly a kid-friendly subject, so it's no wonder we only picked up on the reference years later. Number 7. Rachel's plant-killing coffee. As adults, we can appreciate the importance of a good cup of joe. Rachel's first attempt at making coffee is so bad that Joey and Chandler pour it out into a plant.
While you're on a roll, if you feel like you gotta make like a Western omelet or something. Although actually, I'm really not that hungry this morning.
Sadly, the poor plant also couldn't handle just how awful it was and seems to have died, as seen several scenes later. This wasn't the only gag in the pilot that probably should have alerted us that this wasn't a show for kids. We salivated over Joey's ice cream metaphor, blissfully unaware of what any of it actually meant.
This rocky road and cookie dough and bing, cherry vanilla. You can get them with jimmies or nuts or whipped cream.
It would also be years later until we finally understand why Phoebe's confusion over Paul the wine guy was so funny.
And it's called a wine guy.
What does that mean? Does he sell it, drink it, or he just complains a lot?
Number 6. The last muffin. You don't have to be grown up to understand the frustration of eyeing up some delicious sweet treat just to learn that someone else got the last one.
There's only one banana nut muffin left. Oh, well, order mine first.
Yeah, but I'm so much faster.
It's even more annoying when it's your friend and they grab it right under your nose and then lick it. So, when Phoebe shares some news riddled with innuendo and Chandler's mouth is too full to respond, we feel like he's been served his just desserts.
Hey, you guys, you will never guess who's coming to New York.
Quick, Phoebe, tell us before you can swallow.
Oh, okay, Ryan, that guy I went out with who's in the Navy.
And clearly, so did Monica when she delivered this epic line.
That'll teach you to lick my muffin.
But fess up, how long did it take you to realize this was another double entendre? Don't worry, we won't judge. Number 5, Joey's spot on Marcel Marceau. In this episode, Joey walks in while Chandler's making fun of the gift he bought him and is understandably upset. Incidentally, it took us a while to get the joke about the bracelet's impact on Chandler's personal life, but we digress.
You have any idea what this will do for your sex life?
Well, it'll probably slow it down at first, but once I get used to the extra weight, I'll be back on track.
In an attempt to smooth things over, Chandler tells Joey they were practicing impressions and urges him to join in, but Joey says nothing and leaves.
Hey, man, we were just doing some impressions over here. Do your Marceau. That's actually good.
Were you familiar with the work of French actor and mime Marcel Marceau as a child? Yeah, us neither. But now we see that Chandler was right. His silent exit was pretty spot on. Number 4. Couldn't she have just copied my haircut? Rachel receives some devastating news when her mom comes to visit. She tells her that she was inspired by her decision to start her life over and wants to do the same.
Well, not just for you.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm, considering leaving your father.
Later, when Rachel talks to her friends about it, Monica tries to help her see the silver lining, but Rachel's just not there yet.
Well, is there any chance that you can look at this as flattering? I mean, she's doing it because she wants to be more like you.
Well, then, couldn't she have just copied my haircut?
This line is wittier than we initially realized. The Rachel, made famous by Jennifer Aniston, was a major hairstyle trend in the 90s, with millions of fans worldwide replicating the look.
That hairdo lasted about a total, I think, of 7 months.
Right.
And it has had legs of 15 years.
Yeah, it had such a cultural impact.
Yeah.
This was a clever nod to the pop culture phenomenon, and now that we get it, it only makes us love the show more. Number 3, sticky pages. As Friends fans, we can barely make it through a Thanksgiving without remembering Rachel's infamous trifle. The idea of a dessert with beef sautéed with peas and onions is funny at any age, as long as we're not the ones eating it.
Raspberries, more lady fingers, then beef sauteed with peas and onions, then a little bit more custard, and then bananas, and then I just put some whipped cream on top.
However, we were a little confused when Joey and Ross discovered how this unusual dessert came to be, and Joey blames Chandler.
Oh my God. The pages are stuck together.
Chandler!
Sure, jam and custard can be a little sticky, but we've never seen Chandler attempt to make this English dessert. So how is this his fault? Of course, now we understand. But why would a recipe book make his dough rise, if you know what we mean?
Yeah, this is so good that I'm gonna go enjoy it on the balcony. So I can enjoy the view whilst I enjoy my dessert.
Number 2, rolling over the juice box. As Ross and Rachel prepare for a very special date, they're interrupted by a museum crisis. During a heated phone call, a frustrated Ross points out an error in one of their displays, to which Chandler can't resist responding.
No, Homo habilis was erect. Australopithecus was never fully erect.
Well, maybe he was nervous.
Later, we see Rachel check if Chandler's quip, stands up. But if you didn't get that joke, then you probably didn't get this one either. While getting intimate, Rachel feels a sudden dampness and reassures Ross that it's all good.
Oh, honey. Oh, that's okay.
What? Oh, no, you just rolled over the juice box.
As kids, we probably thought he had an accident, just not the kind Rachel had in mind. Either way, her relief makes a lot of sense.
Oh, thank God.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. How do you get the mainsail up? That might work for a mansail, but probably not the mainsail if you catch our drift.
How do you get the mainsail up?
Rub it?
What is not that common, doesn't happen to every guy, and is a big deal. Chandler knows the answer, and eventually, we did too.
Just so you know, it's not that common, it doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal!
I knew it!
Easy Monica's Bakery. There's muffin else to say. This one speaks for itself.
This has been like my dream since I got my first Easy Bake Oven and opened Easy Monica's Bakery.
What's the capital of Cambodia? Yeah, we're pretty sure it's not Phnom Penh. Close though. It's Phnom Penh, in case you were wondering.
She actually thought that Phnom Penh was the capital of Cambodia. That's good when everybody knows that the capital of Cambodia is. Well, it's not Phnom Penh.
Uncle Sal has a really big tongue and a beautiful wife. We wonder what it is about his tongue size that his wife finds so satisfying.
A throw. Consider it done.
You understood that?
Yeah, my Uncle Sal has a really big tongue.
Is he the one with the beautiful wife?
Number 1, 7. Watching Monica repeatedly and passionately yell 7 has always been hilarious. However, for many years, we didn't realize it also had a valuable learning opportunity.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
There are 7.
Indeed, when we first watched this episode, we were as clueless as Chandler. Granted, we were pretty young, but even if we had no idea what was going on, Monica's growing enthusiasm always made us laugh.
A little 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 3, a 5.
These days, we appreciate her crash course in all its glory, and for some, it may have even come in handy.
2, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Still, we can't help but think back to all those times we were mimicking Monica without understanding what was happening.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.